12, 12, 22. Let's see. Well, now how does this work? How does this work? If what you want for another is what you want for yourself, and we're glowing, okay, we're glowing. So we've been sending love's intent to help her heal to the eve of destruction, which is basically the electron. It's the electron that mirrors everything. All electrons mirror each other. So if we've been sending love's intent to help her heal to the eve of destruction, and they tried to weaponize love. So if they tried to weaponize love because that's what they wanted for themselves, and there's an anti-human agenda, and it's going back on them tenfold, and what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves, and just their intentions go back tenfold, while we continue protecting the eve of destruction, because we don't want destroy. I don't want the eve to destruct anyone. I wouldn't want the eve to destruct anyone. It's just what it is. You guys seen any black eyes? Have you? I saw 2 tonight. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Shield myself from it? Yeah, that's what I do. I INFJ shield myself from it. Combined with the 12D shield. I 12D shield, and I INFJ shield, and I spin my Merkaba. So, and if that's going to be confirmation, and it's what it is, I mean, if it's going to be sending that energy back tenfold, because you do, I mean, you have to, it's out with the old so that you can come in with the new. It's out with the old so that you can come in with the new. And it does, I mean, it shows fortitude and solidity of karma. And it would be blessings in 3, karma's tenfold. And a blessing in 3 is always a good deal for you, a good deal for me, and we clean up the playground. And with the space between us, I mean, if I'm blasting negative energy away from you during these videos and sending out energy from every chakra, because she picked up my plasma meditation, and I don't know how she was able to pick that up. That was amazing. Being able to pick up my plasma meditation with my chakras. And that's what it is. I mean, I do most of it in the screen. So if there, and it is, I mean, you got to keep in mind, the third eye is Metatron's hidden camera. But thoughts are prayers and words are commands. So if all I have to do to keep them out, because it is, I mean, we're all sharing a collective consciousness, and you just want your intentions in there. You just want, because energy is energy. It's a completely different language. If you don't learn the language of energy, it's just what it is. And it keeps them guessing, because they're not able to share your movie screen. It's what it is. I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I mean, that's going to be my question over and over and over again, because I understand how people like to do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. However, in this case, you can probably expect a result. I would think. I mean, the number one result would be finding someone else who activated their crown, because it takes both sides of the brain. It says so. It already says so. And the INFJ is just equipped for that. They're super equipped for that. However, because I mean, we got to face it. Some of these INFJ absolutely wanted the worst for others, and that can't be good. I mean, you don't want that and end up with a dream enabler from Germany. You end up with a completely different kind of Germany from that type of INFJ. You just do. Yeah, that German INFJ. And it's what it is. And I mean, I can understand Hollywood getting in our Akashic records, because I mean, who wouldn't want to? Who wouldn't want to? I hear the sirens, and now knowing that that energy, that demonic intent that they had, is going to be going back on them tenfold. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. The last thing I want is someone else's karma, because that's what they wanted for me. And what they wanted for me is what they wanted for themselves. So we have to let that go back. We have to focus on the electron. You can't be focusing on people taking the intent of healed electrons. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. You know, I hear Pisces ancestors don't play. That's a good thing to know. And I hear Pisces has to move in silence, so 5:55 on the clock. So Pisces must be doing something pretty good. Did they ever find out the Pisces that has that entity attachment? Confirmation. Did we ever find that Pisces that has that entity attachment? That's what it is. That to me, that's the Men in Black. That's an Edgar suit. Because they didn't do a separation. When I've studied channeling, I did pick up on that you have to do separation from these spirits of influence. It's just what it is, or they'll be influencing you. And I mean, it starts off as a good idea. It probably started off as a good idea for them, but I wouldn't know. It's just because I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these people. I do know that you ladies said that they tried to sacrifice the Archangel, and that can't be good. That's why we're just going to concentrate on sending that back by healing the Eve of Destruction tenfold, because that's just the best idea. I saw the clickbait. It said, it's something like, touch not my anointed, bring no harm to my prophets. And it's what it is. I mean, it's what it is. However, chances are, and then, here's some chick she's sick of selfishness. And if she's putting out sick of selfishness, well, then what's going to be returned to her is she'll be sick with selfishness, or sick of it. What you put out comes back to you. She's putting out sick of selfishness, so sick of selfishness comes back to her. That's what it is. That's why I like putting out as much love, light, and truth as I possibly can. And holding, you got to hold some things close to your heart. You just do. And keep doing paranormal INFJ things, because they don't understand. They don't know how the INFJ does it. Well, they're the paranormal INFJ. That's how they do it. They do paranormal shit. They just do. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. I hear that they've been using black obsidian to scry. Interesting. That was a skill of Tezcatlipoca. He was the lord of sorcery, the sun god of human sacrifice. I think one of his greatest manifestations was turning into a jaguar, so they say. He was a shapeshifter, so he shapeshifted. And have y'all seen there's been a lot of that weirdness on America's Got Talent, those new magic tricks. You think they sold their soul to the shapeshifter god? Who knows what these people do. We only live once, and that's just not true. It's not true. That's why I shield myself from that shit. I don't want any more spirits of influence invading my temple. Hell, I invade my temple with junk food. I don't need any extra energy in there. It's just what it is. How much your life I wasted? 922. It was 12 at 22%. 12 at 22% when I decided to create something. It's just what it is. You just want to keep creating and manipulating the energy. It's just what it is. So back to the question at hand. Because when you want everyone to ascend, when you want everyone to ascend, and what you put out comes back to you. When you want everyone to heal, and what you put out comes back to you, regardless of what they want. You can't bend their friend. It's all based on your intentions. It's all based on your intentions. And I mean, now we've got weird shit going on. I mean, has anyone figured out why the planes don't fly? That's a concern. That's a concern. I'd be concerned why planes don't fly. Anyone figured out why New Mexico doesn't have water? The coyotes need water, not the human kind, but the animal kind. I hear there's been some cruelty to animal situations. That's alarming. That's alarming. It's just what it is. I can't even get near the feral cats that eat me out of house and home. It's just what it is. With raccoons. I get raccoons too. Pretty cool stuff. Having fun with this. Watching Jay earlier, and that's what it is. I had to meditate on that, because what you put out comes back to you. So if you're putting out an awakening trap, you're going to have an awakening trap come back to you. If you're putting out the fear, I put out facts, I get facts back. As soon as I put out a fact, it doesn't matter positive or negative, it's a fact. You put that fact out, facts come back to you. That's what it is. Like a fact machine. It's a fact machine. There's no fact finding. They kind of find you. You just kind of put them out there and they come back to you. But I mean, that's my question, Pisces, is if they can't figure out karma, well, it's simple. A good deal for me, a good deal for you, and we clean up the playground. Okay, whether it be the devil's wheel or earth, it doesn't matter. Whether we clean up the karma playground, which would be lifetimes of karma, because it does. You know, when Dolores Cannon went to the ashrams where the swamis were, they just weren't impressed. I've told this before. They just weren't impressed. They weren't. She's like, why am I here? They said, Dolores, you're not giving us any information that we don't already have. It just took our masters lifetimes and tons of meditation to be able to give us those concepts and that information. And you're pulling it out of 23-year-old Susie from Connecticut. It's pretty neat when you can pull out infinite knowledge and wisdom out of Susie from Connecticut. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So, and it's, you know, I'm not really concerned. I'm really not concerned with any of the system changes, because you got to keep in mind your idea of the universe's plan for you. Your idea of the universe's plan for you is like, you know, a timeshare and a yacht and, you know, a new car. That's the universe. That's not its plan for you at all. Its plan for you is the resort and the island. It does. It wants to give you the whole island. Probably the planet. Its idea for you is the entire planet. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And I mean, now that we have been able to go onto social media and send out these energetic points of reference, because it is. I mean, when that light comes on in the kitchen, it sends out energy right across all time and space through YouTube. And it's what it is. And they say it affects people in ways that they don't understand. Okay, it's interesting. It's interesting. Do you think it was a catalyst for their karma? Because it really does. It only takes one. It only takes one karma earth angel to be a catalyst for karma. It's just what it is. They say that the morale of the kingdom was decided by the Fool. And then when you look into the Aries energy in tarot, that's the Emperor and the Fool. Well, cool. So I mean, so then you're the Emperor. The Emperor is the Fool, and it's being protected. Okay, because again, God protects the Fool. I can understand that. When she said something about Venus retrograde earlier, I was like, "That's what it is." I learn a lot from you ladies. I do, especially when you're glowing. When I see one of these ladies glowing reading tarot, tells me all I need to know about stepping into the light. It's just what it is. I think it was one of the coolest things that really drew me to Reiki was, you know, they had a master with, you know, a dummy, had like a practice dummy laying down on the Reiki bed, and as soon as her hands hit the shoulders of that dummy, the whole room lit up. I thought, wow, That's the kinetic energy coming off the intuitive healing abilities of a Reiki master. That's pretty cool. That's the human slider phenomenon. That's the human slider phenomenon. It's exactly what it is. Can it work both ways? Absolutely, it can work both ways. You come across a good human slider that can control it. Oh, it's what it is. It's what it is. I've seen cash registers shut down because I was in a hurry. we just learned not to get in a hurry. The universe will jam you up. Sure will. Sure will. Chicago said something about a kiosk earlier, and it made me giggle a little bit because I said something in one of the videos a couple days ago about the kiosk. And then she was trying to figure out, she was trying to figure out the energy of the kiosk in the cards. Like I can remember standing at one of those push button kiosks and it's just what it is. You've got, sometimes people have a hard time accepting the word no. I mean, you tell them no, but then they want to make you feel a certain way. Like, well, you really don't have to, but yeah, and then they look at the reason that you should be saying no, that you never say no, and you just keep on the go. And it's what it is. And then I touch the kiosk and it doesn't work anymore. That's what it is. Human slider phenomenon. It's just what it is. You have no idea. I've been in hotels before, went down to the counter, hey, I need you to remagnetize my key. Well, you probably shouldn't keep it by your phone. Well, yeah, my phone is in the room. So I need you to remagnetize my key. I got to get to my phone. If you'll just remagnetize the key and not have me sit here and explain the human slider phenomenon, because I can tell you about it and you still won't Google it. You still won't Google it and get a clue. So you'll tell me that it's your grandmother shutting off shit, and that's what it is. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Flashing lights and shit. And kudos to Shamanic High Priestess. Shamanic High Priestess, because she did. She said, I don't know what this community of people that tried to unalive the Earth Angel, they're going to find themselves in the dark. And then the next day, boop, right on my Ring Neighbors, the Ring Neighbors community. Are your lights blinking on and off? No, my power is completely out. I thought, Shamanic High Priestess said this evil community was going to find themselves in the dark. Chances are, look around, you probably have those neighbors that wanted an Earth Angel's lights out. Who knows? Who knows? What they want for another is what they want for themselves. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. Do. So, yeah, I guess just being ourselves is going to trigger some people, and it is. I mean, if they're only using the left side of the brain or the right side of the brain, one side or the other is going to be triggered. It's undeniable at this point. Undeniable at this point. That's what it is. When I see the clickbait that, hey, Earth Angel, they want you to think that all of those attacks are only in your head. Okay. It's pretty cool. Tenfold karma going back on Clyde and liquor in the front Bonnie. That shit is all in their head. It's just what it is. You got to be grateful that the coyotes don't have it, because it is. I'm speaking that into existence because I did. I challenged the universe. I was like, the universe, coyotes only drink water, and the universe says, no, they don't. We're taking the water. New Mexico does not deserve water anymore. We're just going to have to remove that water from New Mexico. They probably put an Earth Angel in harm's way because it's just what they do. That's just what they do. And that shit's probably all an illusion. It's probably just in their head. It's just what it is. And I don't know about, touch not my anointed, bring no harm to my prophets. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. Do you think any of them had a flight plan? Did they have a flight plan before planes started falling out of the sky? Chances are. Now, Straight from the Divine said something about, angels not wanting planes to fly. And I thought, well, you know what? They probably didn't want the Earth Angel to fly either. It's okay. Okay. And it is, I mean, when you're talking about these insurance situations, it's just what it is. I mean, I had one of them, and you girls were able to pinpoint that. You were able to pinpoint those individuals trying to get within my energy. And I get a weird feeling. It's anytime I feel like, then chances are I don't need that shit in my energy. It might be falling out of a plane one day, and I don't want to be associated with that. I don't want to be associated with people falling out of the sky in planes. It can't be good. That can't be good. 2032. That's what it is. Now, I'm looking for these Pisces that are connected to the Most High, because I hear that Pisces is getting their downloads directly from the source. And when I hear that, I understand, because I know how Pisces did it. I know how Pisces did it. My question is, where is that Pisces? Where is that Pisces? I made a statement earlier, and I get these roundabout answers. I was like, did anyone activate their crown? You will know your crown is activated because of the cosmic intelligence. Okay, great. Where are you channeling that from? Something you read on Facebook? That's a program. That's not a channel. That's a program. You're playing the program that's on the TV, not the channel. When you're channeling cosmic intelligence, you don't know what songs. You're not going to already have the song ready to go. Sorry, that's just not how it works. Did you take a class on channeling? I've taken 3. Your blessings come in 3s. Go figure. Go figure. And everybody does shit differently. You have to find what works for you. You have to find what works for you. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, you still have this energy in the cards of them competing for the Empress energy and siphoning that. My concern is if they got into our Akashic records and they harvested the Empress energy and then tried to take that individual out wherever they may be on the planet. I mean, as we call that energy back and send love out to all of the eaves of destruction on the planet, which is the electron. As we transmute those energies back and forth for healing purposes for the highest good of all, it makes you wonder why planes are falling out of the sky. Who's responsible for that? Them trying to transfer that karma onto the karma earth angel, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. You shield from that. And become a catalyst for their karma. I like that. When she said that, I thought, that's pretty good, because it only takes one person to be a catalyst to change everything. To change, especially if you have an anti-human agenda in America. I'm assuming they'll be the first ones to tenfold disappear. It's just what it is. It's just what they want for others, what they want for themselves. As soon as I see that, Pisces, you've gotten the attention of important people. I'm like, okay, well, are they important enough to want an anti-human agenda? Because that's just going to go back on them tenfold. I can't do anything about that. I don't get into the political aspect of things. I don't. And we all know that that's a horse and pony. That's a wag the dog show anyway. It's the ones above that. Woodward's talking about the trap. Talking about, what did he say? People focusing on all love and light, and people focusing, you have to have an equal blend. Like 50 shades of gray between the dark and the white. It's just what it is. I think the most alarming thing that people are going to come to the realization of as we go through this was the fact that if there is no profit in the cure, number one, there's no profit. Okay, great. So if you have bring no harm to my profits into the cure, Well, because that's what she said. She said, touch not my anointed. Don't harm my prophets, or some shit like that. Whatever she said. So when you bring the prophet into the cure, well, then chances are you have a sleeping prophet talking about the cure. Where is that book? Not the Angel Dictionary. No. Not our Dictionary of Angels. That's not the one I'm looking for. Which one am I looking for? Ooh, what is this? Stupid history. Stupid history. Where is it? It was just here. I know it was. Or I must have carried it off somewhere reading it. Anyway, I've got a really, really cool Edgar Cayce book. Yeah, they called him the Sleeping Prophet, so it is. And he wrote that book a long time ago. It's an old book. It's not a stupid history book. It's an old book. It's a super old book. Where are you, Mr. Cayce? Where are you? Is that you? That would be you. Look at that. Yeah, see? It's the Edgar Cayce book. It's the Handbook for Health through Drugless Therapy. Drugless. See, it says Drugless. But chances are, I mean, you can't even find... you can't even find people willing to get out of the illegal Drugless therapy side of things. Imagine that. It's okay. That to me, that is the awakening trap. Awakening to the fact that you are a slave to a substance. That's all right. I mean, I've been there. That's why I found Reiki for addiction. Knocked me right out of that shit. Like that. It's just what it is. Yeah, and I get people all the time that are like, can you refer me to a professional at this? And I'm like, yes, you become a professional at the problem that you have. No one is going to be able to wave a magic wand and, your thoughts are all better. This is freaking thought reprogramming. Yes, I understand that. I can sit here and tell you all day what to do to reprogram your thoughts. It doesn't mean you're going to do it. Right? And I'm not going to refer someone to someone else just for them to go and waste their money and still not do the same thing I just told them. That doesn't make any sense. These people don't have magic wands. They're not going to wave a magic wand and all of a sudden you're thinking better. It starts with you. All healing is self-healing. All healing, self-healing. That's what it is. Because that's my question. Can you refer me to a professional that can do this? And I'm like, you should professionally be doing what you need. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. No. Why would I possibly refer you to someone you're not going to listen to either? Right? Yeah, frauds. A lot of frauds out there. So every time I go to start a business, I run into these individuals, and they smell like death too. That always sucks. Nothing worse than a fraudulent person that smells like death. It's just what it is. And I mean, the more I see evidence of karma wreaking havoc on the situation, and you got to think, I mean, when she pulls up a card, and I'm not going to say it because she doesn't like to say it, but Frankenstein Island for wizards and children. It's just what it is. Frankenstein Island for wizards and children, and the Frankenstein Island list that they never came out with, because they came out with the Diddy list. They did. They had a huge Diddy cover-up. They just kind of transferred their karma right over onto Diddy. Imagine that. Diddy towers blowing up in everyone's faces. Look at these Diddy towers just blowing up in your face. It's just what it is. However, New Mexico not having water, well, that'll just dehydrate them. That'll at least get them good and dehydrated. That's what that'll do. You gotta keep in mind that you have 17 that keeps popping up in the cards through spirit. That's what it is. I'm doing a tarot read. That's why I don't do personal readings very often anymore either. When I hear readers talk about, I just don't do personal readings. That's what it is. Because number one, people, they don't have any faith in you or themselves, looking outside of themselves for answers. All the answers are already within you, right? Going to someone to change what you need to do, that ain't going to happen. I mean, they can always be there for you. They can give you some tricks, tools, tips, but if you're not going to apply them, they're not going to work, right? Can you refer me to someone with a magic wand to make me do what I'm supposed to do? No. You have to do what you're supposed to do. It's just what it is. Confirmation. 3111. Imagine that. All right, well, we'll just leave it right there. You know what I mean? Exploration of removing past life energy so that you don't keep repeating the same karmic patterns. That's always a good start. But you know, when I talk to other hypnotists and they attack the part of they're going to make you feel worse than you already do. You know, if you want to stop smoking, they make your brain register that you smell like an ashtray. That's what it is. And there's self-hypnosis for that. But I mean, that's what it is. What works for one person doesn't work for the other. However, kudos to Chicago, because I mean, me doing a tarot reading for an individual and picking up human trafficking, I pick up human trafficking off of that individual. And kind of weird because, you know, then you have a influencer, that Sagittarius that, you know, runs to Greece and here and there and everywhere, talking about human trafficking like they were invading or harvesting feminine energy. It's just what it is. I don't know. But anyway, when I say something like that, I'm like, you girls safe? Not any strange upgrade shit. I can't remember what I said. It had something around idiocracy and, you know, selling women and children. She lights up. The look. They had the look. Oh my God. Like what? Her husband was in jail for selling people. Okay, well, I mean, if your husband is in jail for selling people, chances are I need to go. No wonder you need healing. No wonder but you didn't tell me that before you came for healing, wanting a tarot reading, waiting on your friend, No. We have to get out of here. And then it creates a karmic chain reaction. That energy just affects people in ways they don't understand. And then Pisces opens a portal and just kind of out the portal we go. Oh, look here, as one door closes, another portal door opens. Okay, let's shut this door and another one opens. 3344, I missed it. That's what it is. Where is this Pisces that's getting their downloads directly from the Leo rising house of the sun? That always gets them. You know, you got your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and then you have a fixed sign of a Pisces sun, Leo rising, Gemini moon. That always throws it off. They can't duplicate that. They can, if they could. Where are these people? Where are these glowing earth angels? Where are the earth angels they tried to sacrifice? Does that person, are they bloated in a ditch somewhere? Do I need to send them fudge from Uranus? That's what it is. If you've got sacrificed earth angels laying in the ditch, I at least want to take them some fudge. I want to hand deliver that. Get a couple tarot readers to dress up like the nurse from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I heard that you were bloated in the ditch. That's what it is. 3444. All right. Well, anyway, happy birthday, Pisces. Happy birthday. Y'all have fun. Y'all have fun. That's what it is. I wanted to go do something for my birthday, but I'm not. I mean, even if I did want to get on a plane, my plane would make it. My plane would make it. I don't have to worry about that. Even if it didn't, I'd be the only one walking away from the scene of the crash. It's just what it is. My bubble of light bounces. It does. It bounces. That's what it is. Namaste. What are y'all doing for your birthday, Pisces? I know you have to move in silence. Tell me what you're doing for your birthday, or text me. Text me. Let me know what Pisces. What gifts does Pisces have in store for Pisces season? That's what it is. Namaste.